Thank you, councillors and members of the gallery. We have recommenced the public session of this unscheduled council meeting to share the resolution of the closed session item, Colac lease, preferred operator and engagement. Does any councillor wish to move a motion in relation to this item? Yeah, Councillor Potter.
Thanks, Mayor. Yes, I'll move the recommendation.
Thank you. Is it to be seconded? Councillor McCrickard. Councillor Potter as a mover. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, Mayor. Look, we just had a very important in-camera meeting. I think it's appropriate that the decision of that meeting is made public, as there will be significant community interest in that decision.
Thank you. Councillor McCrickard? No? Any other councillor? No? We have a motion before us. We'll now put it to a vote. All those in favour? Councillor Potter, Councillor Dew, Councillor McCrickard, Councillor Howard, Councillor Schramm, Councillor Buchanan. It's carried 6-0. Thank you, councillors. I'll read out the resolution of the closed item. It was moved by Councillor Howard and seconded by Councillor Dew that Council 1 notes that the Colac Otway Performing Arts and Cultural Centre, COPAC, is forecast to cost Council $425,605 to operate in the 2025-26 financial year. 2, notes that an EOI was advertised in July 2025 to secure a tenant to operate COPAC. 3, notes that the EOI process has been completed and that A, the preferred operator is an experienced venue company that has an extensive history of revitalising and activating venues. B, the negotiated lease terms with the preferred operator would significantly reduce the cost to council of operating COPAC and achieve objectives of retaining cinema operations whilst increasing the level of community use and activation of the centre. 4, endorses IVG Global Proprietary Limited as a preferred operator for the issue of a lease of COPAC with the following key terms. A, lease of the operational areas of COPAC, including the cinema, auditorium, meeting and function spaces, including the Civic Hall, foyer, all associated utility areas, kitchens, toilets, amenities, dressing rooms, back of house areas, storage spaces and office administrative rooms, and excluding the historical centre tenancy. B, purpose of the lease is to operate and activate COPAC through cinema, performing arts, community and commercial venue use. C, initial lease term of 3 years with 2 further terms of 3 years each, 3 + 3 + 3. D, IVG Global Proprietary Limited would be responsible for programming and day-to-day operations. E, council retains access to the centre for meeting use 1 day each week at no cost and would benefit from a 50% reduction of the facility hire rate applicable to other users for the use of the centre outside these times. F, council would subsidise any operational loss incurred by IVG Global Limited in year 1 to a maximum of $275,000 and a maximum of $125,950 in year 2 without subsidy in subsequent years. G, council would receive 40% of any operational profit with an additional 20% of profit held in a reserve by council for expenditure on future renewal or capital requirements of the centre. H, IVG Global Proprietary Limited would be responsible for operational outgoings and day-to-day operating costs, including utilities and minor building maintenance. I, council retains responsibility for building ownership and major maintenance and renewal obligations. 5, resolves to commence a 4-week community engagement process on the proposed lease terms in accordance with Section 115 of the Local Government Act 2020. 6, notes that any submissions received through the community engagement process will be heard at the hearing of submissions committee meeting on the 14th of April 2026. 7, notes of the report will be presented to the April Council meeting for Council to consider entering into the proposed lease with IVG Global Proprietary Limited for operation of Colac. 8, notes that subject to a final report being presented to Council with a draft lease, reference checks of the preferred operator will be completed. 9, resolves that the resolution for this matter will be made public and is considered no longer confidential at the conclusion of the closed session. That's it. Thank you, councillors. Thank you to everyone in the gallery. This concludes the unscheduled council meeting of the Colac Otway Shire. I declare